Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Snikanick. Hey, welcome to Snikanick News. um, so, as you guys may know, there's a lot of shit happening the first week ever. In the first week, dog. You guys gotta understand that it's only been a week of. It's only been a week of 1 week of January. The first motherfucking week, guys. It is insane. It has been insane of a first week. Like I don't think you guys understand the first week ever of of the year has been insane. So in this episode, I'll be covering the yoinking of the Venezuelan president, the Hilton Hotel, along with the ICE raids. But before the ICE raids of Minnesota, we're gonna be talking about the daycare fraud. I know it's been talked a lot, but everything here is gonna be researched at on the scene. Like everything I'm gonna look up is pure straight facts. There is no room for interpretation. There is no room for anything. No room for error at all. So everything that you see is going to be straight motherfucking facts. Like there's no room for interpretation. There's no side I'm going to be taking except for the facts that are there. Okay, they're straight motherfucking facts is what I'm gonna be giving you. Okay, there's no side I'm gonna be taking. There's nothing I'm gonna be taking. Okay, I'm gonna be feeding the facts. The facts. There's the facts. Okay, and I'm gonna check the motherfucking facts while on top of it as well. Okay. So first of all, let me Oh man, hold on. Let me get a drink real quick. Let me get a drink. Okay, I'm gonna go get a drink as I do some other things too. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Oh damn! My neighbor's building's fire alarm is going off. That's news for one, isn't it? All right. Breaking breaking news. There's a fire. Not a fire, but like the fire alarm is going off at the at at my neighbor's place there. But all right, let's go. Hold up, let me pull this up real quick. All right, there you go. I'm in the corner now. So first of all, let's let's search this up, okay? Because it is pretty big. So what is it? What's his name? Nicholas Maduro, right? Nick. Nick. Hold on. Maduro. Maduro. There we go. So this dude. Hold on. Let me. There you go. So this dude right here, guys. This dude right here. The president of Venezuela, a president got kidnapped by the U.S. Now, based off of that, that is pretty crazy. But see, the thing is, what what are the consequences of doing that? You know, like what's gonna happen? What's happening? You know. So, um, hold on. I'm laughing too hard. So I'm laughing too hard. I'm sorry, cause my let me get a sip of my coffee. So my personal my opinion on this matter is not factual, but it's an opinion. Is that the Venezuelan military, the secret service that is supposed to protect the president of a country, you know, the president who you know, the president, the military is an absolute joke. The Venezuelan. Oh man, like, and not only just that, but also it happened overnight. Like, hold on. All right, let's go over here. So, oh, sorry, there's something actually big happening right now. Somebody must have done something over there. Hold on. No, let's skip all that. Let's go to YouTube, okay? So let's do this, okay? In just 3 hours, okay. But first of all, hold on. So not only is the president of Venezuela captured, Maduro captured. Hold on, let's see his notification. Oh, okay, it's just that. Let's. Not only is he captured, but the citizens of of the country are are celebrating. Hold on. I'll show you. I'll show you. Watch. Let's see. Um, there you go. Venezuelan people celebrating. They're thinking. Oh, of course, this part is AI. The crying Venezuelans are AI. Hold on. So everybody is celebrating. Everybody is celebrating. I don't know if I should play these clips because like I don't. Hold on, no, F it. Let's play it. Hold on, let's play it.
Florida's Venezuelan community celebrating after U.S. forces captured dictator Nicolas Maduro. Our next guest is a Venezuelan American activist who attended the celebration after several of his family members were forced into exile during Maduro's rise. His cousin was even kidnapped for days just a few years ago. Miami Young Republican Secretary Luis Valdez Jimenez joins us now. Luis, thanks so much for joining the program.
Thank you so much. Good morning.
So, good morning to you. Luis, can you paint the picture? I mean, I was talking with a lot of my Venezuelan friends, and many of them still in Venezuela, and they were sharing videos with me. There's utter elation amongst the Venezuelan people, but explain to our audience why.
This has been a dream come true. We've been dreaming and praying and hoping for this day for many years. We've been so disappointed several times, but finally, thank God and thank you, President Trump, this finally happened. It's really difficult to explain if you haven't had this kind of experience. But essentially, we had a prosperous, thriving democracy. I remember going as a kid to Venezuela to visit my family, and it was a wealthy, prosperous country.
So I'm gonna cut this one short because I don't want to get flagged or anything. But also, hold on. Hold on. Whoa. You guys didn't see that. I was looking up a song. Yeah, that was a song actually. The Korean song means friend. It means friend. It means friend. Maduro calling U.S. a coward. Yeah. There we go. There we go. See, look. Hold on. Sorry, I shouldn't be. Hold on. Come for me, you coward. Okay, I think this is the best one. Cheers, old Maduro video. Okay, come on, show it, please. Where's it at?
Letters and press conference.
There we go. There we go. In the video, taunts Trump, come get me.
Last night, on the order of the President of the United States,
Hold up.
And he found out.
this United Persons Department of Justice, United States military conducted an apprehension mission in Caracas, Venezuela, to bring to justice.
Hold on. I just want to see the thing itself.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless.
Hold on. Yo, was that it? Was that it? No, hold on. I just want the clip in itself, dude. I just don't want. Is it just like, is it really just an edit? Damn it. But anyway, yeah, that's the clip. That's the clip. And then not only that, but also, see, the thing is, I've also been hearing this claim as well. Like, hold on. There's another claim that happened where the former president, Joe Biden, put a $25 million bounty on this mofo's head. Okay? So, hold on, let's say 25M bounty on Maduro. Hold on. Let's do this one. Joe Biden. Hold on. Not Biden. Biden. Put a $25 million bounty on Maduro. Yeah, there it is, right here. January 10th, 2025. Biden raises bounty for Nicolas Maduro. Dude, can you fuck off with the ads and shit? Goddamn. Dude, fuck off. But anyway, so look, right here. I can't go any further because it won't let me. But like, do you see this shit? Here's this shit. So Biden raises bounty for Nicolas Maduro for $25 million. Okay, there's already a bounty on this motherfucker. Okay, and the way I gathered it, okay, like, so it's all right here, January. Like, it's all right here. It's all right here. See, look, this is the facts. This is a straight facts here. You know, I can't lie to you guys. This is all in real time. Okay, I'm actually showing everything to you. Like, the former president Joe Biden actually put a bounty on the Venezuelan president Nicolas Maduro, right? Now, the funny thing is that all Trump did was like, all right, say less. Let's capture them. He's got captured, you know? Like, I don't. And then people for some reason are mad at the president because he said, I bet. Like, because the president said, I bet I'm going to go cash it on this 25 mil. Like, I don't think people remember that part where Joe Biden did put a $25 million bounty on the president of Venezuela. You know? It's one of those things where people need to listen and pay attention to these things, you know? Like, I even remember something about it reading this last year where he did that before, you know, leaving office. Dude, that thing is still going on, goddamn. What the hell happened there? Damn, okay. I guess it actually happened or something. There was a fire happening there. Alright, so that's that. Now, the thing is, what the fuck is my For You page? Anyway, the thing is though, it's hilarious because. So hold on, let's do another thing. Let's do another search real quick. How big is the van? There we go. FanBee has around 120,000 to 150 active personnel comprising the Army, Navy, Air Force, and National Guard. Okay. So, not that big, really. Yeah, not that big at all, actually. That is fairly small. Not compared to the U.S. Hold on, U.S. military. Let's see, hold on, how big versus the 1.3 million active duty personnel supported by 800,000 National Guard and Reserve members, totaling around 2.1 million uniformed service members, plus hundreds of thousands of civilian employees, making it the world's third large after China and India. Well, that's because they also have like what 1 point something billion fucking. Hold on. Yeah, 1 point over 1.4 billion for India, and then for China is that holy fuck. China and India are basically it. They're tied. They are tied. Okay, cool. Like, okay, cool. And then, and on top of it, um, so CBIN, the closest equivalent to the CIA in Venezuela is the Bolivarian National Intelligence Service, CBIN, Venezuela's primary intelligence and internal security agency, known for its role in suppressing dissent and monitoring political opponents. Ugh. No. Venezuela's presidents. Um. Hold on. What the hell am I looking up? There's something I'm trying to search, but I don't remember the right words for it. Why am I drawing a blank for? Oh yeah, guards like hold on. Who guards hold on. I have it the wrong way. So somehow, okay, let's tie this one up and actually watch it happen. Okay, let's watch this shit happen. Okay, because it's crazy to think. Okay. All right. Oh, what's it called? Oh, what the hell was it called? Something Resolve? Operation Absolute Resolve. Okay. Let's do the animation here. Alright.
Before sunrise on January 3rd, 2026, Nicolas Maduro was no longer in Venezuela. Within hours, he would be aboard a U.S. amphibious assault ship, the USS Iwo Jima, surrounded by military personnel, far from Caracas, and heading out of the region. But to understand how he ended up there, we have to go back to the beginning of that night, to an operation known as Operation Absolute Resolve. An operation that brought together some of the most advanced aircraft in the U.S. arsenal, platforms like F-22 Raptors, B-1 bombers, and even stealth reconnaissance assets, such as the RQ-170 Sentinel, operating quietly in the background. Because this operation didn't start on the ground, it didn't begin at the gates of a compound, it started in the sky. In the early hours of January 3rd, 2026, a high-stakes military operation unfolded over...
So if I remember habitual line crosser, right? Hold on. Let me kind of take over the screen a little bit, okay? So there's this person that I like to watch, okay? His name is Habitual Line Crosser, okay? What I remember him saying was that they legit only used hold on, I forgot what I was gonna say. But no, he was actually one of my favorite people actually. Yeah, the habitual line. Oh man, he's goofy too. Oh man, hold on. We actually gotta watch him in a little bit here. Hold on. Let's finish this guy real quick and then we can go watch Habitual Line Crosser because he's goofy and he does a lot better job at this than I am, okay? Because he does it in a way where it's a lot easier to do. But yeah, hold on. I'm having a lot of brain farts as I'm doing stuff. Okay, my bad.
over Caracas, stunning residents and observers around the world. According to U.S. officials, the mission to capture Nicolas Maduro had been months in the planning. Every detail was rehearsed, coordinated, and timed down to the minute. The final order to proceed was given at 10:46 p.m. Eastern Time. From that moment on, there was no turning back. Over the next 5 hours, one of the most complex air operations in recent history
I
would
gotta get some
unfold
water real
across
quick,
the
okay?
Western Hemisphere.
I gotta go get
At
some
around
water. Hold on,
2
let me
a.m.
pause this real quick, okay? I don't want to be that guy, okay? To like leave and let things play, okay? I don't want this to get clipped, so I'm gonna go get some water because I just realized that I've been drinking a lot of caffeine without any water, and that is very unhealthy, guys. So please do not follow in those footsteps. So I'll be right back. Yeah. I'll just be right back. back. Now we can resume.
Time in Caracas, loud explosions echoed across parts of the city. Almost simultaneously, aircraft began appearing in Venezuelan airspace in coordinated patterns, moving with precision and purpose. This was not a single strike. It was not an isolated action. It was a fully integrated, multi-domain operation designed to overwhelm defenses, maintain surprise, and create a secure corridor for the force moving in below. So what exactly was flying overhead that night? According to General Kane, more than 150 aircraft were involved in Operation Absolute Resolve. Aircraft launched from over 20 different bases, both on land and at sea, spread across the Western Hemisphere. Fighters, bombers, surveillance platforms, electronic warfare aircraft, drones, and helicopters were all airborne at the same time. As he described it, thousands upon thousands of flight hours were in the air that night. Among the aircraft involved were F-22 Raptors, providing air dominance and protection at the highest level, F-35s, operating deep inside contested airspace, detecting threats and clearing pathways, F-18S, delivering strike and escort capabilities, A-18 Growlers, conducting electronic warfare to disrupt sensors and communications, E-2 Hawkeyes, acting as airborne command and control nodes, coordinating movements in real time, and B-1 bombers, providing long-range strike and deterrence capability. Alongside them were numerous remotely piloted aircraft, quietly watching everything from above. This wasn't about firepower alone. It was about integration. Air, cyber, space, intelligence, and ground forces all working together as a single system. As Kane put it, this was an operation that only the United States could carry out. As the night progressed, the next phase began. Helicopters carrying the extraction force, including U.S. military personnel and law enforcement officers, lifted off and ensure the safety of the ground force.
Let's skip a little more.
To the 50 aircraft launching across the hemisphere had ended on the deck of a single ship.
Oh, it's going on the inside of it. Okay. There you go. Never mind. Let's... It's a 30-minute. Okay. There you go. Fireworks. That's so pretty. And they gave him a little water bottle. That's amazing. Oh, that's great. Well, they gave him a cute little water bottle. That's amazing. Hold on. All right, let's find habitual line crossing. All right. Did you say oil? The yoinking, was it? Oh, which one did I? Well, I think it was this one.
Oh. Well,
This dude is so
I read that.
fucking
The
silly.
stock market's going up.
This
That's
dude is amazing.
Good. Looking good. Everything's turning out pretty good so far. Another day. Well, might want to get that looked at, man. Got hummus in your throat or something like that. Could be COVID. Are you just going to act like nothing fucking happened? Yeah, I heard about the New Year's Eve fire in Switzerland. 40 dead, over 100 wounded or injured. It's crazy, man. Why are you asking me about it? That's not what I'm talking about, and you fucking know it. Ah, the woman who's suing the IRS because she wants to claim her dog is a dependent.
Oh yeah,
Honestly, I
that's
think she's got
right.
a solid case.
That's right. Oh my god, I fucking forgot about that. A woman, a woman is suing the IRS for because she wants to claim her dog is dependent, and her hold on, I'm sorry, I'm laughing too hard. And her defense case was that the reason why she wants to claim a dog is a dependent is because it's like a literal child. You know, it doesn't have a job. You just you take care of it, right? It's fucking hilarious. Anyway, we're gonna continue the clip because I'm gonna butcher it.
Oh, wait, really? I mean, legally, it probably makes sense.
Sleeps all day, doesn't have a job. I gotta take care of his every fucking bill and everything else like that. And he's black. I mean, he really just checks all
Grandpa
of the blocks.
Buff, come on, man.
Yeah, I thought it was crazy too. Honestly, hope she wins. And it's not because I think that people should be getting one over on the federal government. It's just because I think taxation is theft, and you should too. We'll circle back to this one, but no! You kidnapped a fucking president? I like the term professionally borrowed, but yeah.
Well, the thing was, just a couple of days ago, Mexican Madudu, that's what I'm calling him now, is Madudu, because he's poop. Anyways, he said, come and get me. I'm right here, you coward. And I gotta be honest, I took it personal.
Madudu. Yeah, that's great. He did fucking what now? I've been telling people for months, you cannot, in this world, have that much oil, talk that much shit, and have a military that's that weak. I'm gonna come a knocking. They must have handed him over to you. God, no. There was a few specific strikes. But yeah, we went in. Might have heard some from some suppressed 300 blackout as they were in his compound. But yeah, I got the job done. Why did you use Delta Force instead of Navy SEALs?
Maybe for the first time in a long time, we didn't want, 30 podcasts, 5 Mark Wahlberg movies, and 17 fucking books spawned from one operation.
I'd love to say he's wrong, but the whole beef with Sean Ryan and old Captain Eye Patch up in DC, yeah, no, that's pretty accurate.
I wouldn't worry too much about it. They'll be back to making out underneath the bleachers like all Navy guys here soon enough.
But I'm sure that the air defense that they got from Russia, even though it's pretty old, is still top of the line. You must have lost, I don't know, at least 100 troops in this operation. No. Let me. I'll get a tally here. I'll carry the 1-0.
We lost
zero
zero troops out of the whole operation. You know how funny that shit is? Like, you know how much of a fucking joke Venezuela is? Oh my god! Oh my god, it's a joke. I'm sorry. I'm letting my own internal beef get into it. My bad.
Wounded. That is Western propaganda. No, it's just that you really do suck that bad at war. I wonder how all your conscripts feel 4 years into your special military operation when I did mine in, what was it? Was it 30 minutes on the ground? 35 minutes on the ground? But where do you even get off trying to, succeeding in stealing and kidnapping a fucking president? That goes against international law. Oh, that goes against international law. You know who enforces international law? Beans on toast? I'll give you 3 guesses.
The United States of dragging my veiny sack across your beans on fucking toast there, falafel face.
And to be honest, I really just played a very expensive and tactically competent game of got your nose, but instead of nose, it was their president.
I don't know if you know this, but all the presidents in South America, they're free. You can just go take them.
There is no way you got past the air defense systems that Venezuela has bought from the Russian Federation. There is no way your systems and capability could ever get past that. We know that we can detect your stealth. First off, saying you know that is a stretch. Secondly, you know, the Growler doesn't give half a fuck about your S-300 air defense systems. Matter of fact, you and Ukraine have been both using that system. So that means over the past 4 years, I've gotten all of your capabilities, all of your data, all of your frequencies, all of your electronic warfare fucking configurations. I know everything about that system.
Between me with the Growler and a couple of harms, it was like punching a blind guy in the face. Gonna get a hell yeah.
He said Growler. I can't believe you Americans have a system named that.
What the fuck are you laughing at, beans on falafel, before we decide to go in there and yoink your fucking king? Can I get a hell yeah?
Don't get too mad at him, laddie. You see over here in the United... Look, I was told if I don't get him out of the goddamn hangar and at least let him go stretch... Yes, he's gonna go, and my best guess. This real easy for everybody. As it sits right now, we don't know exactly what happened on the ground, but based on the list of assets that were utilized, this is kind of my best guess.
I'm a dinosaur.
Doesn't have to go. Yes, he's gonna go, and yes, you're going to be nice about it. Look, I was told if I don't get him out of the goddamn hangar and at least let him go stretch a little bit, could turn out poorly for everybody. So, you're taking him with you, and he's gonna provide you air cover.
Wait, Grandpa Buff, you're going too, right?
Nah, kid, I'm sitting this one out. They're sending in the B1. He's a good dude. He'll get the job done there with ya.
Wait, why the hell not?
This mission requires a supersonic bomber. We need to be in and out quick. Grandpa Buff has his place, just not this time around.
Yeah, kid, it's just like that song, The Gambler. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to flip the table and drop the sun.
Can you please tell us what the game plan is? He is smearing ketchup across his forehead.
It's called war paint.
It's called war paint.
All right, so here's the deal. We're going to use the EA-18 Growlers to jam the living piss out of their fucking radars, okay? The F-18s and then the regular EA-18s are going to be loaded with harms. They're going to start hunting down air defense systems, S-300s, Buck M2s, things like that. We're going to use the B-1s.
I drop a little bit of my payload message and keeping your word.
We're wheels up at Odar. In the airspace, I detected a couple of sensors on the way in. They had no idea I was even coming through.
Don't worry about it. I got everything covered up here. I'm covering the fuck out of this air. That cloud? Gonna shoot the cloud. It looks menacing.
Focus, kid. God, for the love of Christ, I hope something comes up here and tries to pick a fight. Just so he can stop being himself.
As we were approaching the coastline, I took out one air defense system. What? We took out 2 air defense systems. What? We took out 3 air defense systems. What? And then I ran out of air defense systems. We're circling back around. I'm gonna see if I can find any more. Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah.
I'm on station. I got eyes on. Looks like we got a couple of ZU-23-2s. They're just a simple anti-aircraft gun. So Apache, those are going to be yours.
Just like their soul, the green rises to the top. Okay, seriously, guys. I'm getting fucking bored up here. Is he gonna get any planes off the ground? God, this guy sucks at war.
Deploying payload over top of his runway. I'm gonna circle back to Hugo Chavez.
God damn it, can we give him a fucking chance? I need something to do.
All stations be advised. We have blue assets, wheels down, inside his compound. They're gonna start hunting for him now. Keep your eyes peeled, keep hitting them hard.
They're peeled. I can't fucking peel them anymore. I'm gonna start shooting goddamn birds up here.
If anyone sees an enemy aircraft wheels up, please let us know and don't shoot at it. I'm gonna send the kid that way. He's becoming worse. Hey, what are you doing in my country? Shh, shh, shh. It'll all be over soon. Remember you said, come get me, you coward? Yeah, you shouldn't have said that. The package is secured. I say again, the package is secured. All units, RTB time now.
Just a couple more minutes. I'm just gonna stick around. Don't worry, I'll be the last one out. It'll be like a real heroic thing.
Kid, you get your ass out of Venezuelan airspace now.
Oh, come on, Dad. Just 5 more minutes.
No.
You know what? This is fucking horseshit. You brought me down here just to war cuck me. Fuck you.
And that's basically how it went down.
I know it was for copyright reasons, but I like to think that when you were telling the story,
You had all of your aircraft and people blasting with the song America, fuck yeah.
And so that's how we're gonna end that with good old habitual line crossing. But yeah, he had it perfectly good. That was a good hour well spent. um, we have a lot more. So as we all know, Minnesota isn't doing that good. Let me. So I live in Minnesota, okay, and honestly, it isn't looking too good here. It is not, and it's so bad to say that because so we have these people. So we have these people that open up these daycares, as you may know, and they aren't really being truthful about what they have for their kids, you know, and yeah, I'm gonna show a bit of that. So I'm gonna go. So this guy named Nick Shirley, he did a pretty good job on it, and I'm gonna show a couple of his clips, and then we're gonna go onto the other side as well. You know, because as we all know, we need to stay, educated on this, because this is a really big deal, So let's go. Daycare fraud. Daycare Minnesota. All right, because this is where I live. But first of all, let's go. What is it? Quality. So quality learning center, Minneapolis. Fraud scandal. Okay, yeah, but like operating hours. Okay, What were the 2 to 10 p.m. So do you know how weird that is, though? Hold on. I'm sorry. I was doing a lot of research. I didn't realize. Okay, hold up. Let me move this over to the side. Okay, so here we got the here we go. Here, see, look. This is what I mean. Okay, so so this one in particular, the quality of learning childcare. Okay, we're doing this one specifically because this is the one that opens so many people's eyes up to this whole thing. Okay, so Operating hours for quality learning childcare are complicated, while some are weird, because they are open from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Like, you, like, it isn't. They're open. Yeah, look, it's right here. They're not claiming they're only open 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. And aren't the parents like coming home from that time anyways? Hold on, I'm getting. Oh, like, aren't the parents coming home? Like, hold on. When do parents get off work? Yeah, so like, so get off work at various times depending on often 4 to 6 p.m., right? Which means, so 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay, for full daycare, right? So why the fuck? So why is this? You know? See, I'm not. It's just weird hours. Okay, that's all. That is all. You know, because when you think of a daycare, right, it's supposed to take care in the day, during the daytime. You know, it's. A typical daycare runs during the parent's work schedule. Now, for this one in particular, for its hours to be at a 2 p.m. till 10 p.m. schedule, is kind of weird. Not gonna lie. It is very, 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 very weird. It's just weird. Well, it's now closed. Let's see. What's going on in there? Oh, it's Bridget. Okay, cool. Alright, hold on. Sorry. Alright, what's I gonna look up? Oh, yeah. Other. Hold on, what is it? Let me get a sip of my water. Okay, ABC Learning Center. Okay. Okay, let's do ABC. So is it this one? Oh yeah, there's even another fraud that was happening. So you know the Feeding America thing, Feeding America's Future or something. Yeah, that money was sent somewhere else. Yeah, that was a Somali run thing. Hold on, I think it's this one. Yeah. Yeah, this is another weird one. Well, it was at 8 though, so that's not really weird, but still though. In the midday, is this the one? Oh, it's a 1 star. Who the hell? Oh. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I'm being quiet right now. Hold on. First of all, first of all, let's 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 look this guy up. Okay, let's do Nick Shirley, right? Daycare. Okay, let's watch him for a little bit. Nick Shirley investigates Minnesota. Um, there you go. Let's do this
Hello,
one.
we'd like to ask where the money's going. What do you guys think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
I don't think anybody is enabling fraud to happen.
Hold Governor Walz accountable for this.
What was this money spent on? 1.26 million. What was that money spent on? There aren't any kids.
Answer the question. Are there children? There's no children inside this building.
Potentially the largest fraud scandal in U.S. history is taking place in Minnesota, as literally billions of dollars have been funneled through Somali-ran fraudulent businesses. So much fraud, it could actually almost replace the entire GDP of Somalia. These fraudsters have worked hand in hand with the Minnesota government as they enabled billions of dollars to be given to fraudulent businesses underneath welfare purposes. Some of this money eventually landed in the hands of terrorist groups in Somalia like the Al-Shabaab, and others enriched themselves all at the US taxpayers' expense. And in this video we will break down all of the fraud from start to finish, from going to the fraudulent businesses and confronting the people who are making millions of dollars from the government. And we will also be confronting the incompetent government leaders who let this fraud happen. And to make this happen, I met up with a man who's been doing his own investigation for years now, as he has seen the fraud firsthand. His name is David. Let's get into this and be prepared to be shocked. How deep is this fraud here inside of Minnesota?
It is far worse than anybody can imagine. You heard it's 7 to 10 billion and maybe more, and now the numbers have been revised and put out there publicly that they think it's more like 8 billion. How I got involved is that where my office is here in Minneapolis, I'm sort of in the heart of all of this fraud, and I would see these child care centers. I said, well, there aren't any kids there. It's the middle of the day, and all I see are a couple of guys standing out front smoking. And then I'd go by another daycare, and I'd see the same thing. I said, well, where do these kids play? And so I started to go online and look, and I said, this place is licensed for 80 children. They had 0 children. Every time I went by there, they never had a single child there. Then I started to see all these transportation companies going around, and it was always a Somali driver. And I said, well, that's great. They're out there transportation, contributing, but they never had a passenger, never, ever once. And I said, well, what is all this transportation? What are they doing? So then I found out that in Minnesota, they have something called non-emergency medical transportation. So this is going to the dentist's office, therapy, whatever it might be. And I said, well, how many of these...
Hey, sorry guys for not talking very much, but this is all news to me, and I'm actually taking this in as you guys are taking this in. So please, don't hurt me, please. So actually, hold on, let's skip around. Actually, let's go to first one, okay? So let's go to the first one.
Where are we going now?
We're going to a place called Mako Child Care.
So Mako Child Care. Okay, let's look this up. Okay, Mako Child Care Center. All right. Hold on, please, internet, don't crash out on me. Please, internet, please don't crash out on me. No, it's okay. Mako, images. Why does it look so? Contact. Mako childcare appears to be permanently closed since 2022. What the fuck? So how is it still open? How are they still collecting money? How? Yo! How are you still collecting money? This was created 13 days ago. So, mini childcare center. So, hold on. So, this was...
Which actually has another child care registered at the same address called Mini Child Care Center.
So we should see...
So, Mini Mini childcare center. Okay. Okay, so it has 5 reviews. Let's see these. Let's see these reviews. See that's kind of scary though. Overview. What are the hours? Hours. What are the hours? It's till 10 p.m. Hold on. What are the hours? Okay, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Okay, these ones are okay. But also, it's just okay. So this is what I mean. Like, why? Why does it look so dingy? Hold up. Are you sure you're letting kids be dropped off here? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, images may be subject to copyright. That's okay. But, like, are you sure people are getting dropped off here? Are you sure? Are you sure? Like, so this one has no hours. There's no hours on that one. See, this is what I mean. This is scary. This is scary.
This child care center, especially if there's two.
The two of them combined are licensed for 120.
And how much money have these child care centers received?
None of those vans had moved in 6 months. None of them. In 2020, one of them received.
Hold on. Let's watch that again. Let's watch that shit again.
And how much money have these child care centers received?
None of those.
Look how still those cars are. Look.
Vans had moved in 6
None of these vans.
None of them.
None of them moved. None of them have
In
moved.
2020, one of them received 1.3 million. In 2021, they got 987,000. In 2022, they got 714,000. That's the last I have for that one. And then the other one, 1.604 million in fiscal year 2025. Fiscal year 2024, they got about 800,000, and in fiscal year 2023, they got $904,059. This place right here. Yes.
We're outside of it.
Well, this is actually 2 daycares are registered here. One of them is Mako, which you see on this sign. The other one is Mini Child Care Center. And between the two of these child care centers, they're pulling in about $3 million a year. And there are no children. Every facility that you go to, the windows will be blocked out so you can't see in.
Oh, but like Mako, it said it was closed. So
There's
like,
nobody here. You won't see a single child at any of these facilities.
There are indeed no windows. All the windows are blacked out right here. All right, let's go in.
No.
And the child care center is locked. Should we ring the doorbell? Try to get in, ring the doorbell. Nobody showed up. They're open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. it says here on their sign, yet there's absolutely nobody here. And this building here, right here, has generated millions of dollars, and it seems like business isn't even open right now, and it's a weekday. And if this was a daycare center, it wouldn't just be in some industrialized building. There would be maybe like a playground or something outside, or...
There's no play area for the kids. So where are the kids? Where's anybody? How can there be nobody here? And it's like this every single day. I've never seen a single child here. In 9 years, I've never seen a single child at this building. Right there.
Oh, then now it looks like we already got the Somalis coming through.
Yeah, they're coming. The word's out.
Hello, is this your daycare?
No. Can you tell us why there are no children? Have you ever seen children at this child care center?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Doesn't know if she's ever seen a child here. All right, let's go to the next location. And the fraud only gets more from here.
All right, let's go confronting the second one. So I'm gonna skip. I'm skipping through these
Back in
things.
the video. Now we're going to the next daycare center. How much money has this one generated?
This one, in fiscal year 2025, $1,042,059. In fiscal year 2024.
So ABC Learning Center. Okay. ABC Learning Center. Okay. Minneapolis. There you go. Oh, I gotta see what it looks like. Hold on, what's the address? Okay, hold on. Let's find. Let's grab maps. Google Maps. All right. Let's start plugging in addresses. Okay, let's go to 25, 33, 24th. Okay. Two 5 3 3 24. Yeah, this one right here. Holy fuck! There's a lot of trucks around here. Goddamn. Yeah, that's the one. This is the one. Where are the kids at? Where's all the kids?
$1,059,078. And in fiscal year 2023, $727,336.
This next one is literally 1 block away, and this one's also generated nearly $3 million.
Hold up, 1 block away. Hold up. Am I going the wrong way? Is this the one? Is this Mako right here? No, that's not Mako. Hold up. Let's go back here. Okay. And then hold on. Let's put my guy. Right here. Right where that's at. And I'm thinking it might be over here somewhere. Well, I want to look. I want to find the date of the first one, or like the address of the second one.
Noon. Where are we going now?
We're going to a place called Mako Child.
23. Holy shit! It really is. So let's go 23, 28. So 23, 28. So it legit, dude, it legit is a block right over. Yo, what the fuck? Where is it? Avenue South. Yeah, what the fuck? Yo, where's it at? Hold on. I'm trying to find it, okay? Did you really just give me 25th Avenue South, right? Mako 23, 28, 23, 28, 23, 28. Yeah, what the hell? I'm gonna plop you right here. Is it just a fucking... ...25th Avenue South. This is Avenue South. Yo, that is insane. It doesn't even exist. What the fuck? Unless it's over along this. Is it over here? Where's it at? Yo, where's it at? Anyway, that's over there, okay?
Care, which actually has another child care registered at the same address called...
Back into the video. Now we're going to the next daycare center. How much money has this one generated?
This one.
Okay, and then there's this one.
And this fraud is here at this daycare.
So this is Quality Leering daycare here. And now where are we going?
Now we're going to Sweet Angel Childcare.
We're in the middle of a strip mall here inside of this neighborhood.
In fiscal year 2025, this facility, which has its license for 74 kids, was paid $1.26 million in tax money. And there are no kids, and all the facilities are the same way, all of them.
Let's see if anyone opens.
Yeah, let's see.
Once again, I try to find a spot for my son Joey, and they would not open the door.
I want to put my son Joey in daycare. Cause I need a spot to put my son Joey.
Why?
Is this your daycare center?
No, I work there. What's happened?
I just want to put a child in daycare, but all the daycare centers seem to be closed. No one's opening the doors.
You work here?
I was, yeah. What's happened?
Where are the kids?
Yeah?
It says it's licensed for 74 children. Right here, state of Minnesota. Where are the kids? They got paid $1.26 million in fiscal year 2025. It says they have a capacity for 74 children.
When? No, when?
Where are the kids? Right here. State of Minnesota website. You work here and you don't know?
I don't know. I was there before. I don't know what's going on.
Were there any kids when you worked here?
He's there. Kids there. What's
How
happened?
many?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
You worked here. Okay, well, then you're not of any help.
Can I put my son in a daycare here?
No, I don't know.
Can I speak to someone?
No, I don't know.
No? Yeah, I would like to see if I can put my son Joey here.
Who's your son, Joey?
My son Joey. Can I check out daycare center?
How you know my son? No! He's a liar. I'm the owner.
Do you put your kid here in this daycare?
No.
There is one child in there. Yeah, I'd like to know if this is a legit business.
Me, I'm scared of you too. How come I explain everything?
You're scared of me?
Yeah.
Why?
Because of your curry.
Because of my color. You said you're scared of me because of my color. Does that make you a racist?
Yeah, no.
But
no,
you,
no.
you said you're scared of me because of my color.
I'm not saying you're racist.
You said you're scared of me because of my color. That makes you a racist. So right now, they're all getting mad because he's shown the paperwork of this business being registered as a business. 74 children, no children. We saw one child when the lady opened up the door. So now they're all getting mad.
So like, there's a lot of things happening in this very short clip. Like, he's trying to enroll his kid into the daycare, and they're saying, "What? Why? No. What do you mean no? The fuck you mean no? Sorry, but like, that is very passionate. No, what the fuck you mean no?" And also, this little guy, this girl, this woman here, they're being racist. And then let's go to this one next. Quality Leering Center.
And this fraud is here at this daycare.
Don't open up! So this is Quality Leering Center. I meant to say Quality Learning Center.
Don't open
They
up!
said they spelt learning wrong.
Don't open up!
How do you have ice here, ma'am? I'm literally a YouTuber.
Don't open up!
Ma'am, what do you think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
Don't open up! We have ice!
And what do you think about this place being licensed for 99 children
Don't open up!
and getting $4 million over the
Open up! It's ice!
$4 million in the last 2 years?
Go away!
What do you think about that? Are you in favor?
Away!
Are you in favor
This
of that?
woman is not
Go
listening.
Away.
You know
You're
where
not welcome here.
Are you-
Shame on you.
Are you in favor of $1.9 million going illegally,
Don't open up!
fraudulently to this business that has Quality Learning Center but can't even spell learning right on the door?
Don't open up!
Ma'am, we are not ICE.
I don't care who you are. You don't belong here.
I belong here just like you belong here.
Don't open up! It's ice!
You do realize that there's supposed to be 99 children here at this building, but there's no one here. This is a child daycare center.
99 children. Paid $1.9 million this year in CCAP funding. Do you know where the children are? Were they kidnapped? They run away? Where are the children? This is state of Minnesota. Right here.
And who are
Hey,
you?
My name's
she's
Nick
actually
Shirley,
being
ma'am.
quiet now.
And who are you with?
Nick Shirley. Nick Shirley on YouTube.
Yeah, so who are you with here?
Oh, he's just been doing some research investigating the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm with Nick Shirley.
This lady, she's calling us ICE. We're just trying to put law and order back in the streets of the United States. get rid of all the fraud. Have you ever seen children at that daycare center right there?
What?
Yeah, it's right there. It says the child, you've never seen daycare.
I haven't seen anybody in there.
We're gonna educate you on something. So what do you think about this daycare center? They spelled learning wrong. They've received over $1.9 million this year alone, and they're supposed to have 99 children here.
I don't see it.
Have you ever seen any children here?
None at all. None.
This year they got 1.9 million. Last year they got 1.5 million of your tax money for 99 children. We just want to know where are the kids?
Right.
Where are the children?
I don't see them. I've been here since 2017. I haven't seen anybody like
Never
that here.
seen a child here.
No, not at all.
And so you've
8
never
years.
seen a child here for 8 years?
Damn.
In fraud, and we headed over to George Floyd's neighborhood to expose more of the fraud taking place.
This place is called Future Leaders Early Learning Center, and it's licensed for 90 children. And in fiscal year 2025, they received $3.6 million. In fiscal year 2024, they received $3 million. So in 2 years, they got $6.67 million, claiming they have 90
$25 million
every day
so
week,
far
5 days a week.
with these
So let's
what
start
3-4 companies that they've shown.
And we don't even know if they're paying taxes, but we don't know where this money is going. Is it going to terrorism? Where is it going? But it's theft, it's fraud, and the reason I'm involved is I want it to stop. I care about Minnesota. I'm doing this for the people of Minnesota. I don't make a dime off all this time I've spent on this. I put my life at risk several times, but I'm determined to see this through and to correct what is wrong, what is evil.
Here at Future Leaders Early Learning Center, this building received over $3 million. Hello, how are you? I would like to see if I could bring little Joey, my son little Joey here. Is there paperwork, or can I check out the daycare? No.
What do you mean
Why can't
no?
I check out the daycare?
Martin's not here.
Okay, but if I can I get paperwork or anything to submit my son little Joey to come in here to daycare? We'd really like to put Joey in this daycare. We've heard great things.
Business card?
No, I would like your business card actually.
You talk to your manager.
Okay, can I speak with somebody? Where are the children at? Are there children here today?
No.
No children.
Yeah.
Why are there no children?
Two of Mexico.
Would my son little Joey have friends to play with here?
No.
No.
Yeah.
No friends for little Joey.
Yes. Sorry.
Dang it. Well, have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
So, little Joey would not be accepted to that daycare.
Joey's still homeless.
Joey's still looking for daycare.
And because little Joey couldn't get into a daycare, we went to an autism center, as they have been popping up everywhere as a rise of autism has occurred here in Minnesota because of the government funds that they are receiving. I tried to check my son Joey into an autism center.
We've been going to a lot of these daycare centers. We're trying to find a spot for our little boy Joey, but we thought maybe we could check him in the autism center because none of the daycare centers are open. Yeah, and how many kids do you guys have at this autism center?
21.
Like more than 5? Probably, so you don't really know? What do you guys think about like the fraud that's been labeled on the autism centers here? What do you guys do think about the fraud, or how come the autism centers are popping up?
I can't answer.
What news? Are you a news reporter?
My name's Nick. We're doing a little documentary trying to find little Joey a spot to put himself in one of these centers here, because there's
So why are you asking us about
the fraud. Yeah, because we want to make sure we're going to a legit business if we're going to bring our little boy Joey here.
This is not a Joey spot. Yeah. But that's our number and you have to call. But this is we can't let you guys in, so.
Okay, thank you. So once again, little Joey, he can't even go to daycare, and now they won't even accept him if he has autism.
And again, no kids. Couldn't tell you how many kids they serve.
After being able to provide no evidence of them actually being an autism center in a place where a child could go, they shut the door and we headed to the next fraudulent daycare center that was just around the corner.
We're on to the next location. We're still trying to find little Joey a place to go to get some daycare.
So where we're going now is a place called Super Kids Daycare Center. Interestingly, this daycare center was shut down when it was called Creative Minds Daycare, and it had received $2.45 million this fiscal year 2025. They had to shut down because there were so many violations, and they went and they just reopened under a new license, and they
let's do this one.
Houses not one, not two, but 3 child care centers, and is licensed to hold 102 children, and in fiscal year 2025 was paid $2.66 million by the state of Minnesota.
And this is the building right here. So this building alone made $2.6 million. Let's see if anybody's inside. Now we're inside of the building where there's apparently 4 child care centers. We met this lady and we followed her to the back of the building where the daycare was supposedly at. So right here we have 2 child daycare centers. We have the Minnesota Child Care Center, and then we also have Nuna. Between the two, $2.66 million. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Why are you recording?
Yes. We would like to know.
Well, it says we're trying to figure out 102 children. Is that for this facility?
What is the name?
It's from the state of Minnesota website. It says you have 102 children here in your child care.
Which child care name is a lot of
Minnesota Child Care right here. It's from the state of Minnesota's website. We're just wondering where the children are.
Where the children are?
Yeah, where are the children? It says you have 102 children here, and you got $2.66 million this year in funding, and $2.5 million last year. We're just wondering where the kids are.
And who are you?
My name's Nick Shirley.
Nick Shirley.
And which department?
Oh, we are from ourselves.
Yeah.
Hello, we'd like to ask where the money's going. Look at that. Shut us down. Where are the children at? No children inside of this daycare center. And look, at this daycare center right here, no children inside of this daycare center. But between those buildings, over $2.6 million. We are just curious, where are the children at? Do you know where the children are at? Where are the children at in these daycare centers?
I don't care.
How come these child care centers have
What
no
do you
children?
mean you don't care?
No.
There's $2.6 million inside these businesses that were given by the government, but there's no children to be seen anywhere. People deserve to know where their taxes are going. If these companies and these daycare centers are making upwards of $2.6 million and there's no children to be seen anywhere, something fraudulent is happening. And that is not make you racist, Islamophobic. This is just the truth of what's happening here in and we headed to the state capitol where they're having a meeting about the fraud to confront
that's
the
the new
state
flag.
representatives and people in the government who have enabled and let this fraud happen. Inside of this committee, a Republican representative showed charts showing exactly how this fraud has been committed and who is profiting and connecting all the dots. And while the Democrat representatives looked into the abyss, one of them spoke about how none of this is building trust and how this is a nonpartisan issue, so I went and confronted her after that. He has some very valid questions to ask about what's going on here in Minnesota. And do you think this fraud
I don't know who
crosses...
you are.
My name's Nick Shirley.
Okay.
Do you think this fraud is Republican or Democrat or just facts that fraud is happening?
Why is she walking away? Answer the question.
Well, because that's what I heard you talking about. That
I know what I said is that
because
what we're talking
we want
about
to build trust, but fraud is fraud. So why should we be enabling fraud to happen here?
No, I don't think anybody is enabling fraud to happen.
Hold Governor Walz accountable for this.
Okay, sir.
No. This
Sir,
is not.
sir.
When are you going to hold Governor Walz? No. She is a representative for the state of Minnesota. Yes or no?
Excuse me.
Yes. Are you?
If you're gonna talk to me like
are
that,
you the state? I'm a disability advocate.
I heard you, and
get
you got a chance
overstimulated.
to testify.
Thank you for testifying today.
No.
Ma'am, the facts are the facts that fraud is happening here, and it's not a nonpartisan issue. How come you think fraud has been able to happen so much underneath
I think
the
if you've
government
been
here?
listening to our hearings, we've had now 10 hearings on this. And so there's really good data from the people who both work within the administration as well as who, both Democrat and Republicans. I
Yes.
think what you heard today is that the Republicans who control this committee are not actually interested in solving fraud. What they're interested in is telling a story.
This fraud has happened underneath Democrat leader Tim Walz.
There has been Medicaid fraud across the country under Democrats and Republicans. There's fraud within the Trump administration. We have is fraud Private providers have made government a mark. And so every person running government, Democrats or Republicans, are dealing with the issue of how to keep fraudsters out of our public payment. We're also dealing with veterans. We're dealing with consumers. I hope you're looking at that. If you look at United Health, currently is being charged with defrauding Medicare. You know who runs Medicare? President Trump. Medicaid fraud is a 50-state issue. And so, again, it is not a partisan issue. There are Democrats and Republicans who are sitting in that committee talking.
Yeah, but like we're talking about Minnesota in itself. This person wants to throw in Trump. Dog, it has nothing to do with Trump right now. It's talking about Minnesota. Dude. Oh, man, this woman is really infuriating me because she full on just said, okay, we're going to talk about fraud. We're going to talk about Trump. No. This has nothing to do with Donald Trump. No, this has nothing to do with President Donald Trump. Sorry, you got to honor the title. President Donald Trump. This has nothing to do with them. This has to do to the fact that Minnesota's taxpayers, me, because I live in Minnesota, is paying for these fraudulent daycare places that do not exist, okay? If you're listening, this shit is happening, unfortunately. And nothing is going to get fixed until we make things happen, okay? Do we pay taxes? I can't tell you because honestly, I don't know. Should we continue paying taxes? Yes and no. Because if this thing keeps happening, this fraudulent stuff keeps happening, this fraudulence here keeps happening, then what's the point of paying taxes if they're going somewhere else? Like, I bet with my bottom dollar that this money, this is a conspiracy theory. This is a theory. This is a conspiracy theory. Okay, do not misconstrue my words. Okay, do not take this out of context. Okay, my theory, my conspiracy theory, is that this money that is being the money that's being accrued through these daycares and the fraudulent centers, they're being of course he kind of put it in the beginning where it's being siphoned into like funding the terrorist organizations, you know? And then because of this Tim Walz hold on, not only that, but also, hold on, Tim Walz calls Nick Oh, I think this is it right here.
Agents are now on the ground in Minneapolis going door to door to some of these businesses that are suspected of fraud. Federal prosecutors say the total fraud in Minnesota could ultimately be more than $9 billion. After Shirley's video went viral, Governor Tim Walz's office defended his handling of this growing scandal, telling Fox News the governor has worked for years to crack down on fraud and asked the state legislature for more authority to take aggressive action. He has strengthened oversight. They go on to say he is now taking steps to stop it from happening, including creating a statewide fraud prevention program. But state Republican lawmakers argue that Walz has had 7 years to address this and has done almost nothing, despite whistleblowers saying they have been sounding the alarm the entire time. Just this past hour, a group of those lawmakers said they are now calling on Walz to resign, even as he's currently running for re-election. Federal agents are now on the ground in Minneapolis going...
That didn't answer my question. Is it this one?
So it sounds to me, Nick, that Governor Tim Walz is saying that you and others that are out there trying to expose this, you're doing it because you're white supremacists. What is your response to him?
Yeah, Tim Walz.
Okay, hold on.
We've got conspiracy theorist right-wing YouTubers breaking into our daycares,
Breaking in,
demanding
no.
access to our children. We've got the President of the United States demonizing our Somali neighbors and wrongfully confiscating funds that Minnesotans rely on. It's disgusting and it's dangerous. Republicans are playing politics with the future of this state. It's shameful. And I've said it before, and I will continue to say it. We welcome ideas from anyone, in any party, from any walk of life, who wants to help us continue to stay ahead of these criminals. And we welcome the involvement of the federal government. I am grateful to the career professionals at the U.S. Attorney's Office and the FBI who have been helping us fight this fight for years. But I cannot abide the actions of the political leadership in Washington. These opportunists are willing to hurt our people to score cheap points. We've got conspiracy theorist right-wing YouTubers.
Tim Walz, he called me far right. He called me a delusional conspiracy theorist, and then he also called me a white supremacist.
We've got conspiracy theorist right-wing YouTubers breaking into our daycares, demanding access to our children.
He can't deny any of the claims. Because when you're speaking facts, these people can't come after you. Tim Walz, he called me far right. He called me a delusional.
Why is it saying 5 years ago?
Attorney General Pam Bondi, I wanted to bring this up with you as well because, she essentially referenced your family, your son. She says, this is Attorney General Pam Bondi of the DOJ. Nick Shirley's work has helped show Americans the scale of fraud in Tim Walz's Minnesota. The Justice Department has been investigating this for months. So far, we have charged 98 individuals, 85 of Somali descent, and more than 60 have been found guilty in court. Obviously, it's not a one-off, but when you see this, the Department of Justice, the AG, noting that your son helped this federal investigation, how does that make you as a mother, and really ultimately as you are very passionate about what you do as an investigator, how does that make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel proud that what we're doing is getting noticed, because the way I think of it is, if your house is burning down, are you going to try to stop the fire, or are you just going to let it burn? And our lawmakers in America have just let our country burn. They're the ones to blame. They're the ones who've allowed the Somalians to get away with it.
Give me the clip.
Government provide clear investigation results, emphasizing that Tim Walz must pay the...
Why won't you show me the clip? Oh, man. So anyway. Yeah, there was a clip where Tim Walz called Nick Shirley a white supremacist because of what he was doing. Because for some reason, for some goddamn reason, I can't find it. But there is a claim here. Hold on, let me. So there is a something. There's a post or a thing that says that Tim Walz called Nick Shirley a white supremacist and what was it called, and a bully, basically. Hold on. Hold on. In the news. Images. Is it that one? So I think I know what's happening. This content is getting scrubbed. As you can see right here, as it is happening in real time, everything here is getting scrubbed. Like all the claims that a governor has done, like Tim Walz has done, of what he's called, Nick Shirley, is being scrubbed from the internet. Like I cannot find it, and I know what I saw, and I know what I read, and I know it to be true. Because if I can't find it, and everything else like finds it, like it's there somewhere, but I cannot find it. So if somebody can help me find it, can send it, can comment, can put it in the comments real quick for me, please. I will look it up. I will find it. I will do do another segment of this Tim Walton fraud, this fraudulent stuff, okay? Because it is insane. It is insane because it's almost so much fucking money. By the way, also this also leads into my next segment. This next segment, because see, the thing is, President Donald Trump also launched ICE. ICE. I forgot what ICE stands for. What does ICE stand for? Okay, it's Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Okay. So, let me show you that I'm actually doing my homework. So this is my homework, as you can see. I want to show you guys that I'm actually doing my homework. Okay, so that's my homework. Okay. Everything is in real time, so there's no. So, President Donald Trump of the United States of America sent ICE to Minneapolis. Sent them to Minneapolis to confiscate and or potentially honestly, yeah, I actually gotta look this up. Hold on, because I don't want to be putting words in people's mouths, and I don't want to be. Why did President Trump send ICE to See, I don't care about the shooting right now. Okay, that's a different segment. Okay, hold on. Okay, 2,000 federal agents sent to Minneapolis area to carry out largest operation ever. Okay, that's why. This is right here. For fraudulence, that's why. For fraudulence, okay. See, I knew I will find it in the first 3 sentences. That's why he sent them there for the Somali residents. All right, because they're committing fraud. You know, it's fraud. Fraud is fraud. Okay, fraud is bad. Fraud is bad. Hold on. Fraud. Fraud is bad. Fraud is.
Here's one of the providers speaking out about the fund freezing at an event today. Take a listen.
If childcare is cut, I'm unable to work or go to school. I understand. Fraud is bad.
Fraud is bad. Remember that, guys. Fraud is bad. I understand. Fraud is bad. Fraud is bad. Remember that, guys. Fraud is bad. Why she freeze up like that though? I don't understand. Why she cover up her mouth like that? I'm
Here's
trying
one
to
of the
understand that.
providers
Hold on,
speaking out
let's watch
about
it again.
The fund
Let's watch it
freezing
again.
at an event today. Take a listen.
If childcare is cut, I'm unable to work or go to school. I understand fraud is bad.
That reminds me of a little toddler getting caught of like, of you know how like when you get old enough you're gonna have kids, right? And they're gonna be like, yeah, I'm sorry, it's bad. What they did was bad. When they finally catch on that what they did was bad, they're like, oh, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
Not sure what happened there at the end, Trey. I admit that she thought that was not supposed to be in there, but fraud is bad, and it's a bad issue publicly for the Democrats in Minnesota as they talk about it.
Yeah, fraud is bad. Because fraud is bad. So that is why they are there, okay? So that is why they are there. And that also leads me to my next one. So I know I was supposed to do like a little small segment of this, but like, see, the thing is, it's only been 8 days into 8. It's been only 8 days into January. Okay. And we've already had so much stuff happening already. It is insane. Like, it is genuinely insane the amount of stuff that has been happening in the U.S. No, let alone Minnesota in itself. Okay, we've legit had someone getting shot because apparently, allegedly, what the person said was that she was using her car as a weapon. Allegedly, okay. We can't take things as facts until we see it happen. Okay. Allegedly, the person said that the lady was using the car as a weapon to run over an agent. Now, I want to play the clip. We can all make our own opinion over it. Okay, I can't say anything specific. Okay, so this is the bottom line. Okay, lady was in her car. She was going somewhere, and one of the agents stepped in front of the vehicle as the person was turning away. So here's the person here, right? The person was turning away. They didn't even clip him or anything. And the guy grabbed his gun and shot her. Simple as that. It's a sad and an unfortunate event that has happened. Okay, it's sad. Anyway, Tim's name has been and always been Tampon Timmy, which is very funny. Okay, that in itself is hilarious. But also, Hilton. Okay, hold on, sorry. So go on that other tangent real quick of Hilton Hotel. So Hilton kicks out ICE. Let's do that one. Okay, hold on. We can actually do this full thing right here. See, look, this lady actually did it a lot better. Okay, hold on.
This story is so bizarre. So first, I feel like Hilton's getting a little bit of a bad rap here, but the way this was all handled was horrible. So ICE came out and DHS came out and shared an email where in Minneapolis, they had a team out, I think it was one of the teams investigating fraud, and they had a reservation at a Hilton-affiliated hotel. And then they got an email saying, yeah, we're not going to let ICE agents or DHS agents stay here. So ICE said, hey, Hilton Hotels, why did your team in Minneapolis cancel our federal law enforcement officer and agents' reservations? Homeland Security, no room at the inn. Hilton Hotels has launched a coordinated campaign in Minneapolis to refuse service to DHS law enforcement. When officers attempted to book rooms using official government emails and rates, Hilton Hotels maliciously canceled their reservations. This is unacceptable. And indeed...
Hold on. From blank. After further investigation, we have found information about connected, and we will be canceling your upcoming reservations. You should see proper cancellation email in your inbox shortly from Hilton. Hello, blank. Oh, hold on. This is another one too. Hold on. Sorry, I gotta yawn. Hello, blank. This email is in regards to the reservation you made with the Hampton Inn Lakeville property. We have noticed an influx of Gov reservations made today that have been for DHS, and we are not allowing any ICE or immigration agents to stay at our property. If you are with DHS or immigration, let us know, as we will have to cancel your reservation. Please pass on this info to your coworkers that we are not allowing any immigration agents to house on our property. Reply at your earliest convenience. Now, see, the thing is, people are arguing over the thing, you know. So there's this amendment, right? Well, let me take care of this stuff. So there's this amendments, you know, that they're practicing a certain amendment, okay, that the Hilton hotel, mind you, hotel is practicing, okay? Hold on. The amend that bars military from what the hell is it called? I know exactly what I'm talking about too, cause so this special amendment is it was from the Revolutionary War from the 1970, no, not 19, it's from 1776. There is a law made, an amendment made, that no military or soldier may house in somebody else's house, you know. And I forgot what that one is called. I think it's called the Fourth Amendment. What's the Fourth Amendment? Oh, not that one. Okay. I think it's the 8th. What is it? What is the Fifth Amendment? Double jeopardy. That's right. Okay, I remember double jeopardy. It's from repeating the same It's, let's say like you kill someone, you get off from it, but if you kill someone again, it's hold on. Let's read it. Okay, the Fifth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution protects fundamental legal rights, including the right to a grand jury indictment for serious crimes, protection against the double jeopardy, being tried twice for the same offense. There we go. That's the thing. That's the one. Being tried for the same offense. Okay. Freedom from self-incrimination, the right to remain silent, known as pleading the Fifth. That's right. I remember. Okay. I think it's the 8th. The 8th. No, not that one. What is it, the 6th one? There we go. In homes, or oh, it's the 3rd. See, I know what I was talking about. Third Amendment in the U.S. Constitution prevents the government from forcing citizens to house soldiers in their private homes without consent. So people were actually arguing this part. Hold on, let me move this over here. So through the research that I've had on fake book, right? That I'm gonna call it fake book because a lot of things can be fake, and you know, a lot of things could be false on Facebook. But what I have read and seen from the comments, and people, you know, always have like, oh, I'm a fucking lawyer. The sudden out of nowhere lawyers that happens out of nowhere when somebody is like, oh, they can't do that because of this amendment. Well, do you know how many people do that, dude? It's fucking insane the amount of people that are actually smart, that are somehow magically fucking smart out of nowhere. We should have so many lawyers in the U.S. Not only that, but lawyers and doctors and like whatever the fuck you name it. Dude, the amount of people that somehow become specialties in a certain thing. Like, dude, I can say, hey, I've been having a lot of protein. It feels really nice. Somebody would say, that's not healthy for your fucking. You know, like I could say, like, hey, I'm having a lot of steak because I really love steak. Like, I'm having a very high protein diet, which I have actually. It's really good. I fucking love protein. I really love meat. All right. I really love venison. You know, I love steak. Okay, I love meat. Okay. And there's a lot of people that say, oh, red meat is not good for you. Well, guess what? I don't care. I love food. Okay? I love red meat. Okay? I love my bacon. I love my steak. Okay? I like my venison. Okay? I don't care. And if you say something about your fucking cholesterol or whatever the hell, it's going to be high. Well, guess what? I don't care because it is my body. Okay? Sorry about that tangent. Okay? Sorry about that tangent. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. but it needs to be said, okay? I don't need your fucking medical expertise in some shit that I'm doing, okay? I don't care, okay? I really, honestly do not give a flying fuck about what you have to say, okay? Now, don't you dare start quoting me some doctor's notes of like, too much red meat can cause fucking, your arteries can get clogged from so much grease and the fat that's in the food. Well, guess what? Cavemen have been doing it since they were created, and they were eating raw red meat. It was fucking raw, okay? I don't think you understand. It was raw, okay? And it was completely fine. And you're throwing a fit like, oh, no. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please. I don't care. If I die from so much meat, then maybe it was my time to go. Ooh, have you ever thought of that? Huh? Anyway, merch is in the bio. Sorry, I had to quote one of my favorite content creators from that. But anyway, there's that. But there's a lot of people arguing the Third Amendment. Here, hold on. Let me show you guys. A lot of somehow Facebook lawyers, I call them Facebook lawyers, argue that the Third Amendment protects Hilton from this because he's during war, whatever. But also at the same time, it's not a house. It is a hotel. It is a building, not a house. Okay? Okay, it is a fucking hotel. It is a hotel. Okay? It's not a house. It's not a room. It's not. You're getting rooms in a large building. It's like kind of like an apartment complex, but you only stay there for like a couple days. But like, yeah. Hold on. If anything, I should probably do this. Does the apply to hotels? Hold on. While the Third Amendment prevents forced quartering of soldiers, has been directly applied to hotels by the Supreme Court. Courts treat hotel to homes for the Fourth Amendment. Okay, it only. Okay, so there's that. But explicit Third Amendment applicability or applicability, that word right there, to hotels remains legally untested and unlikely in most scenarios. Through recent legal debates like those involving ICE and hotels, raise questions about whether law enforcement could be considered soldiers and if private lodging could trigger it. See, but it's a hotel though. But it's a hotel. It isn't one singular family's home. By the way, the government is paying for the hotel room. It is being paid. And it's being reserved. It isn't being forced. It isn't anything. Like, it is legit being reserved. So look, right here. Look, upcoming reservation, right here. So look, right here. Right fucking here. Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm getting really passionate right now. But right here, as you can see, it says reservation. Okay, it says reservation. Okay. and it's being paid. It's being paid. They're not forcing themselves into the hotel and saying, "Hey, this is our hotel now." No. No, 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 no. See, hey, this is the line. This is the line that's being drawn here. Okay, a lot of people are arguing this, but no, 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 no. We gotta get the facts straight. We gotta get the facts right. Okay, and these are the facts. These are the straight, unfathomably straight fucking facts. Okay, the Third Amendment here does not matter at all because it is being paid. It is a room that is being rented by the government. That's it. By ICE agents. It isn't being taken by force. It isn't anything. You can clip this if you want. I really don't give a fuck. Okay, we can clip it. I'm gonna clip this bitch. I'm gonna clip it too. But with these facts here in place, right? The ICE agents did not force themselves to be housed in this in the hotel. No, they made reservations and was going to pay possibly handsomely for the room. But because one of the managers of the area probably didn't like that, oh, I just was at my hotel. That's my personal little bit on that. Of like, oh, I sit here. We're not gonna house them. Okay, well, goodbye, manager. Okay, you lost so much money, dude. I would happily house some of them if they paid me a handsome amount, dude. I would love to house ICE agents or like the people that are gonna pay me handsomely. Okay, dude, I will make you a bed and breakfast, dude. Oh my god, if you were to give me like maybe like 3, 4, maybe $10K right now, dude, I will handsomely make you a bed and breakfast, dude. Oh man, I will treat you so good. Ah. Well, not in that way, but like still though. Fuck. Hold on.
Indeed, they have the email to prove it. So there was a booking made. The people who booked it get a response from a Hilton email. Subject line, upcoming reservation. Hello, this email is in regards to the reservation you made with the Hampton Inn Lakeville property. We have noticed an influx of government reservations made today that have been for DHS, and we are not allowing any ICE or immigration agents to stay at our property. Please pass this info to your coworkers that we are not allowing any immigration agents to house on our property. Reply at your earliest convenience. They didn't get an email back, and then they said this. After further investigation online, we have found information about immigration work connected with your name, and we will be canceling your upcoming reservation. That is crazy. That's crazy. And it is a Hampton Inn by Hilton, but it's run by a company called Everpeak. So they put out a statement after this went viral. And they said Everpeak Hospitality has moved swiftly to address this matter as it was inconsistent with our policy of being a welcoming place for all. We're in touch with the impacted guests to ensure they're accommodated. We do not discriminate against any individuals or agencies and apologize to those impacted. We are committed to welcoming all guests and
Wait, hold up. Hold up. That's right. That's right. That's right. Oh my god. That's fucking right. Discrimination lawsuit. Or not. Discrimination. Clause, I think. Okay, the human rights policy applies to Hilton. Okay. Commitment. I don't care about that one. Okay, I don't care about that one. Okay, never mind. Code of conduct, non-discrimination. Okay, I think it's this one. I think. Oh, this was the code of conduct. Hold on. Not that one. Yeah, it's a in employment services and guest treatment. Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Operating in accordance with brand standards, applicable laws, and our role as a professional hospitality provider. So you think that would be the end of it, right? Like, okay, it was some unhinged, maybe manager at a single Hampton Inn. It's been fixed and addressed. Oh, no, it hasn't. So Nick Sorter, who's an independent journalist, he was one of the people with me at the White House Antifa Roundtable. He's in Minneapolis working on the daycare fraud thing. And he decides, well, why don't I go stop by this Hilton? And first of all, and I texted Nick this morning. I said, Nick, your Hilton video is great, but I'm very concerned with how good of a liar you are. Because he goes in kind of undercover, posing as a federal agent to this hotel to try to get a block of rooms after this statement where they said this has been resolved. Here's what happened.
Hello, how are you?
He's such a good liar.
Good. Do you have any rooms for tonight?
You should, yeah.
Okay. Like how many? Could we get like 10?
10?
Yeah, I know that might be.
Did you already make reservations by any chance?
No.
No? What's
First.
the name?
It would be just Nick. I'll just put it under my personal. I don't know if you can use a government rate or not, but.
Let's see. It depends because there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Is it what agency is it for? Using the government rate?
They'd be Department Homeland Security.
So we're not accepting people from immigration, ICE agents, DHS into our property. It's just our management ownership.
Oh, okay, I thought that changed today. Was that?
I just talked to my the owner of the building, and he didn't say they had.
Oh, the owner, huh? The owner of the building, 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 huh? Oh my god, this dude is in one hell of a fucking trip here. Oh my god, dude. Holy fuck. It's in an email. Everybody, they will get sent an email. I know this because, see, the thing is, I don't know if you guys know this, but I actually have a job besides going on these deep dive rabbit holes, okay? Each and every single store or hotel or business will be sent an email through upper management. And it's up to them, and it is them that reads these emails. Not only that, but also, again, why are you saying no to business? It is a business. You know how much money you could be making right there? Dude, you can probably skyrocket the price of your room right there. Dude, you can give it to for You fucking $500 a night if you really wanted to. You're the home. Oh my god. You could make it so much more money if you really, really wanted to. But no, you don't. You know why? Because you don't like who. But you don't like them. That's why you're not doing it. But like, fuck. Oh my god, it is crazy. It is generally crazy. Hold on, let's get back to the video now.
So,
Really? Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
it's just policy, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's not your fault. Totally, totally get that.
Now again, it could still be a rogue. It could be that guy. It literally could be that guy in the video who has just decided he hates ICE to take it upon himself, and he's not going to allow them to check in or whatever it is. Now, it could be the management. It could be the building owner or whatever it is. I don't believe it's Hilton. So Hilton put out a statement after this video, and this is the power of independent journalism. Who else would have gone in there and done that? Literally no one. So he puts out that video. Clearly this is still happening, and Hilton says this: the independent hotel owner had assured us that they'd fixed this problem, and they published a message confirming it. A recent video clearly raises concerns that they're not meeting our standards and values. As such, we are taking immediate action to remove this hotel from our systems. Hilton is and has always been a welcoming place for all. We are
Like
also
I
engaging
said.
with all of our franchisees to
Like
reinforce
I
the standards
said.
we hold them to across our system to help ensure this does not happen again. So just like that, this Hampton Inn is no longer going to be able to be a Hampton Inn by Hilton. So there'll have to be something else. But I saw a lot still even this morning of outrage at Hilton. Like, this isn't enough. Like, you have to do more. You as a company are never going to be able to control every employee. You're never going to be able to control it. You know, I see all those videos of like UPS drivers or whatever it is, or Amazon drivers just hucking someone's package up on the porch. So there's this automatic, oh, I want to be mad at UPS or I want to be mad at Amazon. No, you have to wait and see how are they going to respond to this. How do they respond to it? Do they make it right or whatever it is? Because you can't control every single employee. You can only control your response to what an employee might do.
So yeah, that's what happened. That is what happened. It's gonna be a short story on that one, but that's what happened. By the way, out of all the whole situation, as you may know, Tim Walz resigned from running for re-election. Big news, big deals, big news, whatever the hell. Anyway, as we're going, so as we conclude this episode of Snikanick News, there has been a situation. An unfortunate situation, a very sad situation. During one of the raids, a woman lost her life to an ICE agent. Now, there's a lot of theories to it, there's a lot of sides to it, and it's going to be really hard to try to toe right in the middle of it, tiptoe right in the middle of it, because there's so many stories, there's so many sides to this thing, there's so many theories, so many conspiracies about this whole situation. It is insane, unfathomably insane of how many different sides, there's how many different stories, how many different fucking conspiracy theories, okay? One side is saying that she was using the car as a weapon. And then there's another side that is saying that she was trying to get away, and it's so hard. And then there's another side in the middle that's saying like she got paid, that she got paid or something. So let's dive in. Okay, let's dive right in. Let's dive head straight in. I might play something that's gonna get me age restricted, but this needs to be talked about. This unfortunate thing that happened needs to get talked about because there's too many sides. We need to get the story straight. We need closure. We need things that need to happen. Okay, so let's go. Ice shooting. Okay, there we go. Let's go. Okay, hold on. Let's look at all these things here first. So, graphic content. Warning, this is graphic content. She was trying to get away. But first of all, hold on. Let's see this dude. See this dude right here? See this dude right here? He was right over here and he gets in the way. Or was it this dude? I don't remember. No! Oh, it's this dude right here. So, hold on. Does he get hit? Sorry, I'm replaying it a lot, but like, there's no blood or anything. Oh, I guess the mirror clips him or something.
Dramatic video purportedly shows the moment an ICE agent fatally opened fire on a woman in Minneapolis, who DHS says attempted to barrel her SUV into the path of an officer. As multiple angles of the incident have emerged and gone viral across the internet, users are left divided on whether or not the agent's actions were reckless or in self-defense. In the footage, ICE officers order the driver out of the vehicle after she blocked the path of their truck. But as one of the agents attempts to open the door, she quickly throws the car into reverse before trying to speed forward in the direction of another agent in her path. After the vehicle narrowly misses the agent, he fires 3 shots before the car crashes into a white sedan parked nearby on the side of the street. Hundreds of protesters have gathered at the scene, which the city of Minneapolis has identified as the intersection of East 34th Street and Portland Avenue.
This is f***ing ridiculous! You don't protect people!
In the wake of the viral incident, Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem described the officers' actions as defensive and called the incident an act of domestic terrorism during a press conference.
It was an act of domestic terrorism. What happened was our ICE officers were out in an enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle. An officer of ours acted quickly and defensively shot to protect himself and the people around him. And my understanding is that she was hit and is deceased.
Democratic Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry, however, furiously denounced this narrative in a passionate press conference of his own.
They are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is bullshit. And I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the out of Minneapolis.
DHS Assistant Secretary for Public Affairs Tricia McLaughlin said in a statement, "This is an evolving situation, and we will give the public more."
So there's that. So I guess there's a new angle. So So is this a new one? Oh no, that's the same one. Okay. Is it this one?
We want to now take a closer look at the videos we just saw of the shooting incident. And joining us now to highlight some key points investigators will be looking at is NBC's Tom Winter. He covers law enforcement for us. So Tom, we're going to start the video here and we're going to stop it pretty quickly because there's stuff we were learning from the get-go. Again, the police chief saying this vehicle was blocking the federal agents right there.
That's right, Tom. And a big caveat, we don't know what happened before this, but they're definitely going to look at the fact this is an unmarked vehicle, but the lights are...
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know I could move that around. Oh, that's sick. Okay, cool. So she's blocking the thing.
on. These are clearly members of law enforcement, so that's at least known to this driver.
Let's play the video because something else happens right here. Those officers approach the vehicle. They try to open the door. Let's stop it here. How will this help the investigators?
Whatever is said here, what these officers say, if the driver said anything or not, could really help them understand whether or not they thought there was some sort of an imminent threat. Was this person trying to listen to them? Were they scared? Or was this going to be a problem?
And then, of course, what the driver does next. Let's play that video. Trying to leave there. One of the officers felt like they were forced to fire, and they do. We want to show another angle, reverse angle of the same incident here. We're going to freeze it. This is that same angle here. And what does this show us, Tom?
Well, this appears to show an officer right in front of the vehicle. That, and between the way that the vehicle was moving and the timeline of that, how was the an officer right in front of the vehicle? That
angle of the same incident here. We're going to freeze it. This is that
okay,
same
so
angle
he
here.
was already in front.
Well, this appears to show an officer right in front of the vehicle. That, and between the way that the vehicle was moving and the timeline of that, how was the officer responding in that split second going to be critical for investigators.
Finally, one more piece of evidence we want to talk about here, and it is the bullet hole in the front of the windshield. What will this tell investigators?
Right, you look at this, you look at ballistics, you look at witness statements, you look at other video, all going to be part of this investigation. But Tom, it's going to take some time.
All right, Tom Winter for us. Tom, we thank you for that. We thank you for watching, and remember, stay...
So, but it doesn't show the whole video. Is it this one? Hold on, there it is.
Okay, they're approaching. Yeah, okay. This is ICE agents just pulling up here. The vehicle is
lower right.
There.
And
so he does get hit?
Okay,
they're approaching.
Yeah,
okay.
This is ICE agents just pull.
Okay, he's in front. Like, he's right there, right?
Pulling up here.
And let's go.
The vehicle is
lower
so he got hit?
And it happens so fast that it's hard to see what takes place.
It
in
does.
this particular video.
I gotta get it in slow-mo. No, not that one. I don't want that one. Playback speed, custom. What the hell? I can't make it slow motion. We need to see for a fact that this motherfucker got hit. So they're all showing this one. I don't care for this one. This is hard to see. The front angle. Yeah, there's this front angle there. Yeah, and that's what happens. So it's hard to know. The debate is so hard because like so this is a thing, okay? Like I don't it's hard to know in this scenario because there's not many angles. There's only two and they're not showing the right ones. Like was she trying to get away? Why is she in the middle of the road? You know, why was she in the middle of the road? Why is this guy out? Hold on. Like, what is this car doing here? What is she doing there? I need to know the beforehand. Like, what is going on? Like, I need to see what is happening before all of this. Like, what is she doing? What was she doing? Was she trying to pull out? Was she blocking the surface, dude? Like, what was she doing? Was like what is going on? What is going on? Why? Why? My first question is, why is she parked like this? Why is she going like this? She could have just drove that way. She could have driven this route, and all of it would have been prevented. But she's parked like this. That is the issue. We are looking at it face value. This is face fucking value. This is what I mean. Okay, this is hard. This is gonna be hard for us. Okay, this is gonna be hard for us. Okay, because as we see in this picture alone. Okay, in this picture here, we see that she's blocking the ICE agents from going forward. This car here, for some reason, is in front. So I'm guessing he got out. Or I'm guessing, I'm assuming. I should not do that. But she could also continue going straight that way. And all of this would have been prevented. All of this would have been prevented if she kept going that way. But no, if I can see the tire tracks correctly, she turned into it. Why is she turning into it? She turned into it and went. And she's... Fuck. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm seeing this for the first time. Okay? I might be alone in this situation. I might not be. But this is the evidence. Okay, this is the evidence. This is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm saying. Why is she parked like this? This is before getting shot. This is way before. Where is she going? Why couldn't she turn the other way? Why didn't she go the other way? Why is she blocking the road? That is what I'm asking. Why is she blocking the road? Why is she doing the blocking? If you can help me answer that, that would be great. Okay? Because the way I see it, this whole sad, unfortunate incident would have been prevented if she wasn't being fucking dunce. Well, if she wasn't being a fucking dunce. I'm sorry to say that. I truly am, but it's how I feel right now. It's how I feel. I know I shouldn't let emotions get in the way. But, see, that's the thing, okay? If she wasn't being an absolute idiot, she wouldn't have died. If she was being smart, she would have made it. She would have lived another day. If she went that way instead of going where this dude was going, or just fucking not went that way entirely, it would have been prevented. Everything would have been prevented if she was gonna be smart. If she was smart. Yes, I'm sorry that it happened. Yes, it is sad that it happened. But she also went the wrong way. Why is she blocking the road? Why is she doing this? Why? If anybody can figure that out for me, please let me know in the comments below. Yeah, it's coming. And then let's go. Hold on, what was I gonna look up? Because I said that she was there was a slip up. Paid off or something like that. Hold on. What's going on here? Okay. Okay, as we close off here, we're gonna be looking up conspiracies. Okay. Was it this one?
If you search who was Renee Good or what happened in Minneapolis, here's what we can confirm right now. City officials say the woman killed was Renee Nicole Good. She was 37 years old. Her family confirmed to 9 News KUSA that she was from the Colorado Springs area. We're also learning more about her life. Old Dominion University says Good, known then as Renee Macklin, graduated in December of 2020 with a degree in English. The university also says she won a poetry contest in 2020. 9 News Denver reports Good's spouse described her online as a poet, writer, and mom from Colorado. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz stated Thursday in a press conference that a fund was set up to support her 6-year-old child and wife. Now, the question people are asking is why an ICE agent shot her. There are multiple versions competing with each other on what happened. Here's what the video appears to show based on law enforcement and reporting descriptions. ICE agents approach a vehicle that is blocking the street. An agent pulls on the door handle. The driver starts to move the vehicle, and at least 2 shots are fired. The vehicle then crashes. The Department of Homeland Security says Good tried to hit agents with her vehicle and that the shooting was self-defense.
An officer of ours acted quickly and defensively shot to protect himself and the people around him. And my understanding is that she was hit and is deceased.
DHS spokesperson Tricia McLaughlin says agents were injured and expected to recover. Indianapolis Mayor Jacob Frey disputes that framing after reviewing the video. Frey said it did not appear the driver was trying to hit the ICE agent and called the self-defense narrative garbage. So, what happens next? Investigators are now the key. Governor Walz also announced Thursday that the Trump administration had kicked Minnesota out of the wider federal investigation and is calling for them to reconsider.
I just want to make this as clear as possible to everyone. Minnesota must be part of this investigation.
Hennepin County District Attorney Mary Moriarty says she's pushing for a local investigation. If you're also asking what does ICE stand for, ICE is Immigration and Customs Enforcement, a federal agency under the Department of Homeland Security. Right now, the victim's identity and parts of her background are confirmed. The justification for the shooting is disputed and under investigation.
I'm angry. They want a show. We can't give it to them. We cannot.
Okay, that's a different one. But like, was it in a Forbes? So there's many conspiracy theories. There's many of them, because the way the video starts, that's the reason why one of them. But as we come to a close, after all this, it is important to please do our own research. Please remember to record from both sides. Although one of them I only did one side, because we only got one side. But I also looked it up. Like, well, hold on. Let me retract that statement. I do my best to try to research from both sides, from both angles. Okay, I want to see from both sides. In this scenario, it is hard, because there's so many different things about it. You know, there's so many different angles. It needs to be in a slow motion to actually see what happened, because it happened so quickly that it is hard to see what happened. Not only that, but why is the truck parked like that? I know it's hard. I know it's hard not to go on a tangent again. But please, once again, do your own research. Do your own due diligence. Don't just take one video and run with it. Please do your own due diligence. Again, thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.